second more. Okay. Oh, glad I finally got that right. Welcome to our show, everybody. Everyone's got environmental talent. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Lois, and you know what that means, of course, that you've got the talent to take care of planet Earth, our land, our air, and our water. I have to tell you, we are so excited to be in this beautiful school. You know why? Because we have 3 finalists left in our competition. Now, the winning act has to be fun and exciting, but it also has to teach you something about solid waste management. You know what that is? No. Okay, we'll take the words apart. Solid waste means garbage. Management means taking care of it. Not a big deal, right? No. Okay, so one of the acts is about litter control. I mean, everybody knows what litter is, right? Yes. Garbage when we throw it around and it lands in the streets and an unsightly mess. So we're supposed to learn something about litter and be entertained. Another act is about something called backyard composting. Do you know what that is? No. Neither do I, but we'll find out together. And the third one is about something I heard you say just a minute ago. The 3 R's, which are reduce, reuse, and recycle. There you go. Now, guess who's going to pick the winning act? You are. You get to vote at the end of the show for the winning act, and the winner of the winning act gets to spend an amazing day with our superhero, Zap Man. Let's give Zap Man a big hand. Thank you. I will be honored to take the winner around and show that winner how I keep order on your beautiful planet Earth. Ah, yes, I come from another world, you know, far from here. It's a planet in the outer reaches of another galaxy, and it's a cold planet called Zapion. And since I've been visiting your planet, I marvel at the way this planet has been kept going for millions of years. The things that keep happening to it in a good way, like your water cycle. You know, I was watching it rain the other day. Ah, yes. And the rainwater was coming down. It was hitting the ground, and some of it was going into the ground. And I was thinking that soon your sun, or the warmth from your sun, would start to dry that water up. And when water dries, what happens to it? It goes back in the air, right? Yes. You cannot see it. In that form, it's a gas called water vapor, right? Yes. But as it goes high up in the air, where it's much cooler, the water vapor becomes little water droplets again. And those droplets join together to form your clouds, and the clouds get heavier and heavier and heavier until it begins to rain again. Hey, that's your water cycle. The water coming down, evaporating going up, condensing coming down, and around it goes. Yes, that's been going on for millions of years. The same water the dinosaurs drank, you drink. Think about that. I saw some of your rainwater also go down into one of your storm drains. Do you know what that is? No. Yes. Okay, well, some people call them sewers. You know what that is? Yes. And they look something like that. They're the metal gratings in your road where the road meets the sidewalk, right? And they're there for water. Well, that's good, because without storm drains, we'd have a lot more flooding. But then I saw something that wasn't good. Why, there he was, my arch enemy, Mad Max! He was pouring something brown into a storm drain? What was going on? As I approached the storm drain, he was gone. But what he had poured down there? Used toxic motor oil! Oh, does that belong in a storm drain? No. Of course not. As I looked down, I saw other things that had washed into that drain. There was a bottle, a can, some newspaper, litter. And someone had walked their dog and didn't pick up the doggy poo. Yeah, how disgusting was that? Pretty disgusting, right? Well, you know what? I see that kind of stuff in a lot of storm drains. And it's not just Mad Max who does it. You see, anything that's in the streets that can fit into that drain will wash into that drain when it rains, right? And what's upsetting is, well, you know, in the storm drain, there's a big pipe. Usually you could just see the round opening of it is at the side of the drain if you look down, and that pipe takes the water away, right? Yes. Okay, does the water go to a place where they clean it up? No. I wish it did, but it doesn't. It gets emptied directly into a river, or a lake, or a stream, eventually into the ocean. That's right, and lots of animals live in those places, as you know, and they're very happy living there. Yep, just swimming along happily. Until they get sick when they're dumped on by the bad stuff that comes out of the storm drains. They get so sick they could die. Hey, it's not just, well, we could all help, I mean, we could prevent things like that from happening because we're all affected by dirty water that goes into our rivers and lakes, right?
Yes.
So do the right thing. When you drop a piece of litter on the street, you let it stay there? No, you pick it. Thank you, walk the dog, or your friend walks the dog, or whatever, and the dog does its business. Okay, you know what to do. You let it stay there? No, scoop the poop. Okay, I know, or bag it. The bag goes into the garbage, or empty the contents into a toilet bowl. Hey, it's not a pleasant subject, but the water that comes out of your homes, or your buildings, or your schools, from the toilet bowls and the sinks, that water gets cleaned up. Storm water doesn't get cleaned up. Oh, I needed to catch him, Mad Max. And I enlisted the help of concerned citizens like you to tell me where he was, because without your help, I can't use my superpowers out thumbs. So if you see Mad Max, just let me know where he is. Well, that was a little too slow. He is a tricky fella, And that's why I have to get my superpower. Okay. As I said. Okay, you see what's going on here? Okay, he waits for me to turn around. He thinks I'm not looking. I get my superpowers app comes ready. I'm prepared to use it. Okay, and that was where he was, right? Okay, then let me take a closer look. I don't see him at all down. Superpowers out them, and he's frozen solid as ice. But let me fix this up the way I know best. 1, 2, 3, unzap. I'm sure he got the point, which he did. Takes him some time to thaw out. Hey, okay, Mr. Mad Max, you have some explaining to do, huh? You're going to go right now to the local police. You committed an environmental crime, putting toxic waste in a storm drain. Okay, but just don't use that super stuff on me. Forward march. This is how I keep order on planet Earth.
Wow, you can see that's going to be a most amazing experience. But, oh my goodness, this again. Not only will the winner get to spend the day with superhero Zapman, the winner's going to get a prize that is simply out of this world.
Yes. Out of this world, because Zappalaria doesn't grow on your world. This plant comes from my world of Zappion, and I will be honored to award her as a trophy to the winner of the talent show.
Does Zappalaria need the same things to grow that our plants do?
You can ask Zappalaria that yourself.
Really?
Yes.
Hi there, Zappalaria. Do you need light in order to grow? Is that a yes and a no?
Yes.
Oh, I know what it is. A little bit of light. Shady.
You got it. Good thinking. I told you she comes from a cold planet. So if there was too much light hitting her, well, you know what? That would warm her up too much. She doesn't like it too warm.
What else does a plant need?
Water.
How about some water? Do you like some water?
Yes. No.
A little bit. A little bit.
A lot. Seeds.
Wait. How about this? Cold water. Ice cubes.
Yes, come on. Remember, everybody. Doesn't water come in 3 different forms? Okay, think of it. It's one of the few things on your planet that can be in 3 different forms. Liquid water that comes out of your faucet, the gaseous form of water that's in the air, called water vapor, and then, of course, the solid form of water, which is...
Ice.
Oh, I've got a good one for her. Okay, I see you have green leaves. Does that mean you carry on the process of photosynthesis? Okay, that means you make your own food. You're a producer.
Yes, that's a direct yes. That's what photosynthesis is. It's amazing. All of your green plants and the green leaves on your trees, they do it also. They take something out of the air, which we like plants to take out of the air, and that's called carbon dioxide. Oh, you know yourself. And together with light and water and the green stuff in her leaves called chlorophyll, she produces food so she could grow. And extra food in the form of fruits that, well, people can pick off and eat. And then give something off into the air that everyone needs in order to breathe. And what's that? Oxygen. Yes, so in essence, she does what your green plants do, the green leaves on your trees. She helps clean the air.
Yeah, I was reading about the rainforest, and they were saying how important the rainforests are because there's so many green plants that make our food and also clean our air.
Yeah, you know what? Time for you to be put in a cool room. I'll give you a few ice cubes and I'll be back to award her to the winner. Take care of your green plants.
Okay, one more thing to do, then we start the talent part of the show. And that is for you to meet our expert judges. You know on TV they have judges?
Yes.
They tell you what they think, but you make up your mind? Well, we have expert judges, so to speak, straight from the bird's nest of the Flamingo Hotel. Let's give a warm welcome to the Dreambirds.
Oh, I am Marlene Dreambird, and I am so glad to meet all of you. And I am Charlene Dreambird. And we want to tell you, we are so excited about being here in East Orange. This is the place where the big campaign was launched. The campaign that reminds people to put their garbage where it belongs and of their recyclables where they belong. And you know what we're talking about, the slogan here? Slam dunk the junk. Slam dunk the junk. I mean, that is so clever. I really love it. Well, and then we're also excited because we're going to be giving you our opinion after you see each one of the 3 acts. Now, you don't have to agree, just be polite and listen. At the end of all 3 acts, you vote. And you'll vote by applauding. And the act that gets the loudest and the most applause will be the winner. And we're not sure how they'll measure that, but they said they'll tell us later. So, what's that?
I am Microzoid, a computer robot. I sense sound and decipher decibels. I will measure the applause. Everyone, this is a test. Please clap a little bit. Now clap a little louder, please. Now clap as loud as you can. I will wait in the wings for the special moment.
Okay, well, we got the picture now. So the robot will be the one that will measure your applause. And you all saw what happened. The louder the applause, the higher his neck went. Isn't that cute? I mean, what will they think of Nick?
Well, thank you, Dreambirds. Okay, you ready to begin? I had a feeling you were. Okay, act number 1. Our first finalist is a magician's magician, a true trickster, a doer of deception. Let's give a warm welcome to the great Goudini. The great Goudini.
Whoa! Don't push. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come out that way. I'm okay, Lois, but I wasn't ready. I don't usually come out wearing clown clothes. But someone sent my other clothes to the cleaners. However, since I am the great Goudini, and today I am a magician with an environmental mission, I will magically change these clothes into something I want to wear, and at the same time teach you things about litter. And you all, of course, know what litter is, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's unsightly. And it can cause lots of problems, and no one wants to live in an area that's filled with garbage and litter. Why, do you know that when people throw cigarettes out of car windows, yes, that's a form of litter, and those things can cause fires. And did you know that people can trip on litter and have accidents? Did you know that littering is a crime? Yes, you could be fined a lot of money and be thrown in jail. And did you also know that you could get sick from litter? Oh, yes, you can. Well, I promise you at the end of my act, you will all be able to recall the facts about litter. So we will begin. Lois, could you come back out again?
Yes.
Can I ask for your help? Could you be my assistant in my magic act about litter?
Wow, of course.
Oh, did you watch me rehearse? You know what to do? And do you mind if I call you Louisa?
I would be honored.
This is wonderful. Louisa and the great Houdini will now present an act about litter. Her music, please. At the count of 3, saying the magic words for today, and they are go green. And you know what go green means, right? It means to do something good and wonderful for planet Earth so it stays nice and green. And as we say it, Louisa will lift the cloth off the tube which has my clothes, and we will see what has happened to my clothes. So let us go. For 1, 2, 3, go green! And as Louisa lifts it off, what do you see, everybody? Nothing, because the clothes have vanished. They're traveling in the air. They're changing their form. They're changing their shape. As every molecule will join to become something else, Louisa will put it back in the box and cover it up once more. And let us hope the magic has worked, because you will cover it up. And again, as loud as you can. On the count of 3, let us do it again. 1, 2, 3, go green! Lift it up. Open it up. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. As you can see, my clothes have turned into that. And before I put it on my back, well, I want you to understand that the word it says is... And you may be wondering, why does it say facts? Well, every letter, wait. Every letter in the word fact stands for something about litter. And what does that first letter? F. F stands for fire. We talked about how litter can cause fires. What is the next letter? A stands for accidents. The next letter? C stands for crime. The next letter? T stands for trash, and that's what litter is, trash in the wrong place. And finally, the last letter? S. Well, think about this. You know, germs and bacteria can be in litter, and you could get Betty. That's right. So that's what the S stands for. And now you know the facts, so could you put them on my back? Ah! This feels so good. Oh, so much better than those ridiculous clown clothes. So I hope that you all enjoyed the great Houdini's Acrobat Litter. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be pushy, but when you applaud, it has to be very loud. Let's practice. Thank you very much. Because I was very entertained and I learned a lot about litter. What about you? Oh, it was very entertaining. No, I didn't learn a lot about litter. What do you mean? Didn't you learn the facts? I can't remember that. I can. Really? I think a lot of them can. Oh, come on. Oh, I'll show you. What did the F stand for?
Fire!
And the A?
Acid!
And the C?
Pride!
And the T?
Trash!
And the S?
Sick!
They got it. Nice and loud and clear. I mean, what do you think? I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. I'm giving it a yes vote. And my vote is no. Okay, yeah, look, the fun of this is we can all have different opinions. And that's what I mean. I mean, you know what? Here's the expression. You can agree to disagree. I like that, agree to disagree.
Okay, so now you know. The act has to be fun and exciting and teach you something. Did the Great Houdini's act do all of those things? Well, think about it as you watch our second finalist. He's amazing. He's one of the strongest men I know. He's pugnacious. He's tenacious. He is the one and only Mr. B.
He's my dad. Yeah, he used to be on a show in the 1970s called the A-Team. Mr. T. Hey, sometimes you could catch him doing commercials these days. Hey, we wear our hair the same. Mohawk style. Okay? Now listen here. You get the connection, right? He's Mr. Wait, think about this. He's Mr. T. I'm Mr. B. So we go together, right? TV.
Wow, I didn't think about that. How did you get so strong?
Well, listen up. I exercise every day. Yeah, lower body strength exercises like squats. I do 150 of them. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold it. Don't forget about the upper body. I do push-ups, but I do one-arm push-ups. And then I make sure I eat healthy foods, especially my fruits and my veggies.
Okay, let me get this straight. You do all those things, we'll be as strong as you.
Oh, good. You'll be strong. No, not going to be as strong as Mr. B, because you don't have veggies like mine. I grow them myself.
Well, let me get this straight. The fruits would be apples, pears, oranges, bananas.
Right.
And the veggies, do you grow fruits too? You grow fruits and veggies?
Both.
The veggies are vegetables.
Vegetables.
Like broccoli, spinach, cauliflower.
Right.
Okay, now, why are your veggies so good?
Mine? I grow them myself, I said, and I grow them in my backyard. In soil. By the way, a lot of you guys call soil dirt, so it's the same thing. In soil that I make healthy with something called compost.
The compost, everybody.
And I'm here to tell you how to do it. Could you go get the demonstration compost pile on the side there?
Oh, I was wondering what that was.
Now, okay, a lot of people rake stuff up in their backyards. Things like grass and leaves and twigs and acorns. What do? They put them in bags and have it thrown away, like? Why do that? That's silly. It's extra trash. You don't have to make extra trash. You can make it into something good like compost. Could you uncover it? See? Okay, this is called a demonstration pile. Most compost piles are at least 4 feet by 4 feet, okay? Okay, now look. Every compost pile is composed of 2 layers of ingredients. And you identify the layer by the color of the ingredients. So what color is on my bottom layer?
Green.
Green. And what's the top layer? Brown. Okay. Now, compost piles have to be composed of plant material, tree material, not soil or rocks and stuff like that. Let me go get my recipe card, because composting is kind of like cooking. Yeah, no. Well, it's a recipe. If you do it right, you get the right stuff. So you got to know what you're doing here. Okay, let's go to that green layer. Some people call it the wet layer because there's a lot of moisture in it. Think of things that you could rake up in your backyard, greenish in color. Now, what might that be? Grass. You got it. That's the big thing. Grass clippings. Leaves. And by the way, to the green layer or the wet layer, here's where you could add things like vegetable and fruit scraps. Like you eat a banana, throw in the banana peel. Eat an apple, throw in the apple core.
Wait a second, that's not green.
I know. Okay. But it comes from plants that were recently alive, and that's what you put in your green layer.
Okay, got it.
Go to the brown or the dry layer. Remember, the stuff has to come from plants or trees. So what might you rake up that's in a dryish state, that's a brownish color? What might that be?
Sticks, maybe?
Little sticks.
Oh, I got one. What's falling off those trees? Those brown leaves.
Leaves is the big one of the brown layer, okay?
Now, wait a second. You said that the soil doesn't go in here.
No, it has to come from plants.
Okay, so
You
it's
can
got
tear
to
up
be
some
part
pieces-
of a plant.
And you can tear up some pieces of paper. Where does paper come from?
Tree.
Right.
From
Now
the
you
wood.
got your green layer and your brown layer?
Okay, let's go over this. Green, brown, wet, dry, all plant material.
Right, now you gotta wait. You know why? There's little things in the air. Millions of little living things that like to eat that. You know what those millions of little living things are called? Germs. And there are good germs, also called microorganisms, because you need a microscope to see them. They start eating that.
So this is their food?
Right. Now how long it takes them to eat it and turn it into compost? No, 3 to 6 months. Okay, but I'll do it in 3 seconds. Let me show you. Cover it up. Watch this. Okay, lift it up. I made it into compost. No, it didn't work. Give me a sec here. It's a new pile. New piles take at least 6 months. Okay, I'll do it in 6 seconds. Cover it up. Okay, you can count along with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, lift it up and you will see that Mr. B has turned it into compost.
I thought it was empty, but look at this, everybody. This little brown stuff, this is what compost is?
That's the compost.
And this is what makes you strong.
That makes me strong.
And you eat it.
No!
Wait, I'm lost. What do you do with this stuff?
Did you guys think I was going to eat that? No, listen. That's the stuff you put back in your soil or your dirt, whatever you call it. That gets the soil and the dirt very healthy. Then you plant your veggie seeds, your fruit trees. They grow into vegetable plants, fruit trees. Then they produce the veggies and the fruits. You eat the veggies and the fruits. That's when you get strong. And you want to see how strong Mr. V is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you. This is the fun part. Glad we got here. Yeah. Got my steel rod here. Okay. This is another one of my steel rods, and I am so strong I can bend it, see? Yeah, because I'm strong. And look, why don't you see if you can bend it?
She can't.
I don't think so.
Well, invite 2 volunteers up here to try it out.
Okay. Now, okay, right over there. Come on up. And how about, right here? What do we have here?
Okay, calm down.
Let's give them a chance. What do you think?
I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay. While you're warming up, warmed up. Come on.
Now watch the mast.
Okay, I think we got it.
Okay, listen. Wait. Let's give them a big round of applause. I'd like to have my recipe. Thanks for coming out.
Give it a minute. Okay, go sit down. Thank you. You convinced everybody.
Now, remember, I eat my veggies grown in soil that I make healthy with compost. So, watch this. Yeah, gotta concentrate. Yeah. V also means vote for me. Yay!
Okay, everybody. Let's see what the Dreambirds have to say about this awesome act.
Awesome and very, very educational. I learned a lot about composting. What do you think? Very entertaining, very educational. So, it worked? No. What? Okay, everybody, listen up. I want you to hear my opinion. The reason why I don't think it worked is I don't think he explained enough about why composting is so good for planet Earth. What do you mean? Because composting is one way that you learn about, and it teaches you all to make less trash. So he said that. Didn't he say that? Well, did he say that we make too much trash? We don't have room to keep burying stuff that we shouldn't be burying, and we can't burn stuff that we shouldn't be burning, and composting is one of those ways that reminds us how we can do something to make less trash. He should have reminded everyone about that. I'm voting for it. I'm giving it a yes vote. Not enough detail. No. Okay, we can all agree to disagree. That's the whole thing. Make it interesting.
Okay, let's go over this. Now we have two finalists who've shown you their acts. Each of them got one Gold Earth star. It's a tie so far, but it really is up to you. Does it make you understand something about solid waste management? Here's our last finalist, Billy, and our magnificent mops.
But I have to ask for your attention, please, because I want to remind you that the song says I work hard, but I also play, and I want you to know that I play with my pet. And this is the pet I have. It's a mop. Yes, I call my pet Mop. Moppet. And I want to tell you a little story, and I'd like you to listen. So, Moppet, could you go stand over there, honey? Wait. Okay. Now listen here. Moppet and I first met her when she was working for the Green family.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Green.
I'm Mr. Green.
Moppet, live with us.
I'm sorry. Boys and girls. Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot go on with the act unless you behave yourself, okay?
Well, I have to tell you what happened. She was the best cleaning mop ever. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Dust, dust, dust. Mop, mop, mop. She never got tired. That was the problem. She ran out of things to do. First sign of trouble, 2 a.m. She woke the children. They were fast asleep. She was sweeping them on their foreheads. They said, "Mommy, we cannot sleep with this mop."
Next sign of trouble, they got up the next morning to have breakfast. She swept the cereal bowls into the sink before they could take one spoonful.
Third sign of trouble, she hid all the cleaning supplies in the closet. She was going to be in charge. Then Daddy said,
We need help. Send out an SOS.
so that's what I did.
Oh, and that's where I come into the story. It came into my company. SOS, it's a cry for help. In my company, it means there's a family that is going crazy from an out-of-control maniac mopping machine. I was sent to help. You know why? You know what my job is? Mop training. Well, the name of my company is Mop Management Market Incorporated, and I am the top mop trainer of that company. So when I got to the Green family home, let me show you what our first meeting was like. I mean, I was standing at the door, I rang the doorbell, who should answer it but Mop-Ed, and this is what she did. No! As soon as she saw me, she tried to dust me. Could you believe it? You know what? I couldn't even turn my head because every single thing that I did, as soon as I looked the other way, okay, I gave her my very strong stare, got her a little nervous. Calm down, calm down. Okay, now we're okay. Then I had to watch what was going on. You know what? This mop needed more work. That was the problem. She ran out of things to do. When you run out of things to do, you very often get bored, right? Yes. And when you get bored, you very often can get into trouble, right? Yes. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, the work I gave her, she was good at cleaning the indoor environment. How about learning about things about keeping the outdoor environment clean? In other words, planet Earth. So I taught her what you all know about. I taught her all about the 3 R's, and by the way, she speaks in mop language. Sometimes if you know what she's saying, you could call it out. And the 3 R's are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Recycle. Look at how she says recycle. Okay, and this is the little rhyme I taught her. If you want to learn it, you can too. It's called reduce, reuse, recycle every day. Keeps the earth healthy. Hey, hey, hey. You can say it again with me if you want to. Reduce. No, not that part. Let's start from the beginning. Reduce, reuse, recycle every day. Keeps the earth healthy. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, very good. Now, one way to learn about reducing and reusing is to think about things you're doing right now at holiday time. For instance, well, I need stagehands for this, please. Okay. At holiday time, you give gifts, don't you? Well, sometimes it's in a box that people don't have to wrap. Because if you don't wrap the box, you could save paper a lot. A box like that, well, why not just put a ribbon on it for decoration? Or, yeah, or draw a funny picture on it, make a creation. And you know what? If something fits, you could even use bags for your gifts. They come in all sizes and shapes. They're really great. And by the way, you want to see a really fun way of making a gift bag? Reuse an old Mylar balloon. It has gift room. So you see how boxes and bags can be reused for just about anything you choose? And when you're done, if there's any leftover waste, remember to recycle and clean up your place. And talking about recycling, Mop-Ed knows that every time you recycle a bottle, a can, or a newspaper, instead of throwing it away, you're helping planet Earth. Because when you throw things away, they have to be made all over again from the beginning or from scratch. And when you make things from scratch, well, you know what? It will add a lot of extra dirt in the air called pollution. And some of that can get you very sick. And when you make things from scratch, it wastes something called, oh, by the way, she'll spell this word out. It kind of sounds like 3 letters. Do the first letter. See if the audience can figure it out. Go ahead, Mop-Ed. That's an N. Very good. That's an N. Next letter, watch carefully. Yes, that's an R. So far we have an N and an R. Final letter. Start from the top. G. Okay, so she spelled 3 letters that sound like a word. Listen to them. It will waste N-R-G. It will waste N-R-G. Energy. Very good. Oh, I like that. Oh, here she is. I want you to meet Dusty. They have a little dance. I hope you enjoy. Take it, Dusty. ones. I loved it. It gave me chills. I mean, it made me feel good. And that's the whole point. When you're watching something, you feel good about it. The message is clear because the message of recycling makes you feel good. You're doing something good for planet Earth. What do you think? Too many feathers. Huh? I'm a bird. I don't like seeing an act with a lot of feathers. It got me nervous. Look, I didn't know where the feathers came from. Well, I think you're getting too personal. I liked it. I loved it, actually. I'm going to give it a yes vote. And my vote this time is no. Well, you'll have your chance.
Okay, it is voting time. Now you heard from our judges. They ended up with a three-way tie. We got one gold Earth Star for Houdini, who showed you his magic and taught you about litter. One gold Earth Star for Mr. V, who showed you his strength. You'll get your chance, wait, and taught you about backyard composting. And finally, Millie, who showed you a beautiful recycling demonstration and also taught you about the 3 R's. Okay, I know you're excited. Let's go over the rules. The rules are vote for one. When you vote, just clap, because if you hoot and holler like you want to, you will be taking votes away from your finalist. So just clap as loud as you can for one. Okay, we are ready to vote. If you'd like the great Houdini to win, start clapping now. Okay, fair is fair. Mr. V. Millie and her mops.
The winner of today's talent show is Mr. V! Everyone's sacrifice, but I want you to know that he is happy because I'm happy. I'm his puppeteer, and he is a fun puppet, you know? He's called a movable mouth. Yeah. Hand puppet. Now look at that. My little hand goes right there. So, and that was important to build a puppet like this for Mr. V puppet because he has to use this hand to show you his amazing feats of strength, right? Okay, so you all know puppets, puppeteers. He can't work without me. Hey! You can't be funny without me. Okay, so we kind of are a team. Anyway, you're a great audience, right?
Hey, we're so enthusiastic, boys and girls. We're glad you enjoyed the show, but more importantly, we hope that you learned something about going green and take it home to your families tonight. Remind them of something they should do, maybe in packaging, something for the holidays. Think about all that wrapping and take care of our world. Give yourselves a big hand.